So talk to me a little bit about that experience as an individual artist who is creating the artwork alone in isolation, but
Right.
then having to share it in like a group setting across the world.
Right. So I think when I first started painting, I was in college when I really started diving into like, this is something I can do. I started out at Lake Forest College. I ended up not wanting a 4-year degree, but I knew like a degree in education formally is important. So I decided to go finish with a 2-year degree through Paradise Valley Community College. And that's really when I think I blossomed the most. I took my studies really seriously. Before I was painting and doing art, and but I wasn't really taking it seriously as a career option. So that's number one. And number two is when I finally thought like, oh, hey, this is something I could do. I was just like, I know it sounds like I wasn't, I was just like slapping things together to sell for like money to make it through college or whatever. Like,
Sure.
but that's some of like my greatest and most not greatest work at the same time. Cause it was just like the authenticity behind those moments of like, I've just got to get this done so I can sell it. But then I look back at some of those pieces, and it's like, this is like genius. I can build upon these pieces of work. And so sure enough, that's what I did with the painting that I received a recognition for from the American Red Cross. It wasn't a completed canvas until after I was like, oh, hey, like, this could be really great. And I think there's something to be said about that as well, really seeing potential in everything. But when you see potential in some of your earlier works and you want to build upon those things, just don't take it for granted. Like I have a whole, other room just dedicated to like all these canvases that are great and not so great. And, I one day they're there for a reason. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. I love that you celebrate the fact that there's greatness within them, but there's
Right.
potential to
Yeah.
grow. It's
Yeah.
it reminds me of a kind of thought process that I follow. It's actually to business, but it's the strategic coach program. It's Dan Sullivan, and he talks about the gap and the gain. So
Mhm.
really talking about, you built something and it has beauty and value in itself,
Right.
and this
It's just looking at
celebration.
it. Right. Exactly. From like a different standpoint as well. Not to interrupt you.
No,
Um, but also, yeah, I think I just was hellbound and determined. Like after I received that recognition, I thought, okay, like it like boosted my ability to believe in myself. Like, hey, maybe I can do this and make something out of it. So
yeah, that's fantastic.
that's inspiring and exciting in and of itself. But also on that note, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Every artist's journey is unique and unto themselves. What I'm trying to accomplish might not be what the next person's trying to accomplish, and so on and so forth. And there's nothing wrong with, starting out, but also like getting lost along the way, only to like find yourself all over again.